What's going on, everybody? Matt here again for the first time under my official branding of East Coast Sabers. I'm back today with another commissioned Graflex build. It is a Graflex 2.0. This one was for a good friend of mine, Ben. Before we get into the Saber, I would like to thank Ben for doing the animation at the beginning of this video. He helped me out. I was in need of something to put at the beginning of my videos, and he's in animation, so he managed to help me out with that awesome animation. So Ben, thank you so much for all the work you put into that. It came out great. It looks great. I'd also like to thank my good friend Phil for designing the logo at the beginning of the video as well. That will be my official logo from this point forward. So Phil, thank you so much for taking the idea in my head and making it a reality. So both of you, thank you so much. I believe in giving credit where credit is due, and you both helped me out in a very big way. So thank you very much to both of you. So now, getting into the Saber itself, Ben wanted the Force Awakens style Graflex 2.0. So we've got the glass eye with the red button activation. This is a pretty standard 2.0 kit installation. The only real difference is a Graflex shop glass eye. This is the older style. This is the more clear style compared to the darkened versions they now sell. And it also has it's difficult to see, but it has a KR Sabers V3 black and silver blade plug. But other than that, it's got the standard red button provided in the kit, the normal clamp card, all the hex screws everywhere in the grips, standard D-ring and pommel, and everything like that. So it was a pretty straightforward build, but I do have to mention that when I noticed when I took this out of the box, this has one of the nicest finishes on it that I've ever seen on a Graflex 2.0. It is a very smooth, very even, no scratches. It is one of the shiniest Graflex 2.0s I've seen. So Ben, you definitely got yourself a good kit in this one. So congrats on that, man. As far as the build itself, Ben wanted a Goth 3D Designs Knight chassis. So if we go ahead and open this up, now one thing I did do is as I do on all my builds is I modify the clamp. So you can turn this, and I do recommend giving this a good 2 turns before you try and remove the lower end. I think it's the how well done the plating is. It makes the bottom end kind of tight in the clamp. It doesn't scratch anything, but it does make it a little difficult to remove unless you loosen the clamp up. So if we could just give this a good twist, and then it is tight on the chassis itself, so just kind of give that a twist as you're taking it off slowly. Put that off to the side. So here you can see we have our Goth 3D Designs Knight chassis that I custom painted myself. Ben wanted a very traditional, very simplistic look of just black, silver, and gold. And of course it always looks very nice on this chassis. So I went simple, clean, and I think it came out great. So you can see I have the Goth 3D Designs crystal installed, the Ilum crystal, I think is how you pronounce it. It fits fantastic. The way that it has the recessed hole for the LED to mount inside is absolutely a great idea. Rick, you did a fantastic job with designing those crystals. And the chassis, of course, was flawless. Can't recommend it enough. Now, one thing that I can say about this one is Ben also wanted 2 sound fonts, or I'm sorry, 2 SD cards. So he has the ESB Legends and the Dagobah HD on one, and he has the Bespin 2 and Lord Blako, I'm never sure how to pronounce that. His The Force Awakens HD sound font on the other one. So if we can just go ahead and open this one up, we'll just slide this in. Make sure you get that nice click. Now again, with these kill keys, you don't have to remove them. All you got to do is give it a twist. And as you can see, we get the nice Bespin 2 boot up sound and red button activation. And I wired the crystal up to mimic the blade. As you can see, we have a royal blue, white tri-cree with white flash on clash. And I think that the royal blue perfectly matches the color of the crystal chamber LED. So it really gives it a nice even color front to back. And of course you have your swing sounds, your clash sounds, and the crystal turns off. And now we can hold this down and we can go to the Force Awakens HD by Lord Blako. That is just one of 5 boot sounds that you can interchange by plugging the SD card into your computer. You can just rearrange them. I chose that one just because it's something I've never really shown off before in a video. So then we can turn this on. We have our nice deep bass. And of course, when you wire the crystal up to the main blade, you do get a flicker on clash. It has the standard shimmer effects, as you can, if it's hard to see, it is shimmering just a little bit, and you do get a flicker on clash. It is not a full flash on clash because there's no flash on clash LED mounted in there, but it does give it a nice little effect. Hold it down. So we can go ahead and keep that loose. And we'll go ahead and slide this back on. Again, when you go back on, just to keep it nice and smooth, just give it a little twist as it goes on. I went ahead and greased your threads for you so it slides on nice and smooth. Put it on. This one stops where the D-ring is and the grip is just beyond it, so just back it off just a little bit. Again, give this a good 2 turns, 2 full rotations. Close the clamp down, and now your bottom half is nice and locked in place. And I also put Teflon tape on the pommel, so that is nice and locked in. It can be removed if you want to, but it's nice and tight and lined up with the grip and the clamp. So I believe that just about does it. So I will ship this back to you, Ben, ASAP. I thank you so much for your business, and again for that amazing intro that's going to go at the beginning of all my videos from this day forward. And you of course will get the saber fully charged with the blade plug, the glass eye, both your sound fonts. You will get your bag of old unused parts, because I always like to give those back, and you will get your 3.7 volt smart charger. So thank you again. And thank you all for watching.